Let's talk about the race today. The race today is one of the great ocean challenges in any paddling form. Today's SUP race will have around about 40 competitors. They'll catch the fast ferry across to Rottnest Island. It's about an hour trip. The start's at about 12:30. It's a 27.5 kilometre race to Sorrento. 12 kilometres to the middle fairway buoy, bit of a crosswind with a southerly, and then you turn that fairway buoy and some of the best downwind paddling you'll ever have. It's around about 15 kilometres from that fairway buoy to Sorrento. And I expect there'll be, in the lead group, there'll be around about 10 guys within a minute of each other. So it'll come down to skills and just how clever their strategy is getting from that fairway buoy to Sorrento. The field for this year's 2013 Doctor is possibly the strongest SUP racing field we've ever had in Australia. I would say there would be 7 to 8 of Australia's top 10 racers in this field. To start with, we've got what I would call the big three. That would be Travis Grant, Jake Jensen, and Beau O'Brien. Most of probably the smart money is on Travis Grant. He's a proven performer, he's a world champion, he's a Battle of the Paddle champion, and on the big stages he generally performs exceptionally well. But Beau O'Brien, if you look at his record, it's pretty much unsurpassed over the last year. He really hasn't been beaten over this sort of distance, and I paddled with him yesterday and he looks absolutely fantastic. I'd say the dark horse in this event is Jake Jensen. He was absolutely sensational in winning the 20 beaches. He had, again, probably 5 of the top 10 paddlers with him with 5K to go in the 20 beaches, and he simply just paddled away from all of them. After the big three, there are about 5 guys I would suggest who possibly could win it, but will be looking to fill the top 3. At the top of that list would be Lincoln Dews, who's consistently in the top 3 in any event he goes in, and he'll be looking for his first big win. Then you've got Paul Jackson, Jacko, who's a New Zealand champion and again consistently looking for top 3 positions. And he's also won the Doctor, so he's been there before. Sam Parker finished second in last year's race to Connor Baxter in incredibly tough conditions and possibly could have taken it out had he had a little bit of luck go his way. So I think he is a real dark horse to win this. Also up there, I would put Zane Schweitzer, who's from Hawaii. He's raced in incredibly tough conditions, great downwind racer, and again, paddling with him yesterday, he looked fantastic. Of the WA contingent, the Tardrew brothers are really at the head of the game there. Ben and Marcus, they finished first and second in King of the Cut, and I would expect them to really be pushing for a podium position if the wind gets up. There's a number of others from WA, Greg Pridmore, Greg Kerr I think also is a good chance, and I expect him to push for the top 10. Now onto the women. Michelle English is really a bit of a favourite over here in WA, and the hot money is for her. The locals are saying that she's in with a real chance, but she's going to be pushed very hard by Angie Jackson, who had troubles last year in the Doctor where she had to pull out, but she's the current Australian champion in the long course of the event, so expect her to do well. Also, Alison Fulliger will be looking to cause an upset in that area as well. In addition to a race amongst the competitors, there's a lot on the line for the manufacturers. The heavyweight team is obviously Starboard. They went 1-2 last year and they've got a fantastic team here, so it's going to be hard to knock them off their perch. But the competitors who are on the other boards, being Fanatic, Nash and DC, are really going to be pushing for that manufacturer's title. On DC you've got Travis Grant, who's just moved over from C4. On Nash you've got Jake Jensen, and on Fanatic you've got Paul Jackson. So, you know, it's really going to be interesting. There's that competition within a competition. So I think a lot of potential race board purchasers are going to be looking at the results there.
Yeah, it was obviously sceptical at the beginning for the conditions, and I mean this race is definitely Australia's premier race for skis and outright stand-ups. You know, all the top guys are here in the ski, all the top guys in here for the stand-up. And it was just perfect. It was pretty mellow at the start. It's quite bumpy out there, and it just built all through the every couple of minutes was getting stronger and stronger, and it ended up being a fantastic race. It was It was really good surfing. It was pretty technical. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't easy. You turn that, whatever that buoy was, and 5K home, literally epic downwind. It was tough. It's a long way still. My feet are like numb, but it was a fantastic race, and Dean does an unreal job. This is my 4th year. I was hoping to do well. Definitely the boards, and ever since I've been out since May, boards and people, you know, everyone's sort of figuring out quick. It's still a new sport. Everyone's getting faster and faster, and I've sort of taken time off, and I found myself a bit behind the 8 ball at training, and so, you know, I just sort of relied on a bit of confidence and skill, and just went, you know, I know I can win. So I just tried to conserve at the beginning, just do all the little things right, and when I got in front, you know, I just tried to take off, but still conserve and surf as best I can. So yeah, it's good to have a win. You know, no one was really missing except for Kelly from the Gold Coast. So yeah, it's, you know, start building, and I've got a big year ahead of me. And we're probably going to move to Hawaii in July. So yeah, it's good to be back, but I've got a long way to go.